Hello, Green Mountain Boy team. I hope you are all doing well. Hope. It is the season of hope, and right now, many of you are that hope. You're providing hope for our community, for each other, for your families, for your friends, and others are also providing that hope and inspiration for you. Chaplain Treftz and I are here in the newly rebuilt alternate healthcare facility in Essex Junction, Vermont. As you can see, our airmen and soldiers did a phenomenal job with rebuilding the structure again in just 5 days, supporting a critical state of Vermont mission for a possible surge of COVID-19 cases. Hopefully, just like last time, our use of this is minimal, if at all. I hope that you all had a chance to listen to last week's command message, but in case you might have missed it, also recorded here outside at the alternate healthcare facility as it was being built, please go to the Vermont Air National Guard YouTube channel or website and click on the command message playlist and check it out. In last week's message, we highlighted the great work, not only of this facility build-up, but also the other state missions that we as a unit are actively involved in and supporting. Just to highlight a couple of the other ones, the Vermont National Guard as a whole is supporting 7 different pandemic response state missions. The air side in particular are supporting and continue to support the Strategic National Stockpile SNS Warehouse mission, the COVID kit sample buildup mission, the construction of the alternate healthcare facility mission, and finally, and most recently, the voluntary COVID mapping, formerly called the contact tracing team mission that was stood up. On top of that, we continue to support our federal mission, our flying hour execution, and the RCP deployment, which we have members currently deployed and more that are about to leave here in the near future. We also want to highlight at this time, not just these federal and state missions, but I want to highlight our chaplain. And Chaplain Treftz and his team have done such an exceptional job supporting the wing, our team, and families. And we wanted to take this opportunity, since we don't get to do things in person anymore, at least for the near future, and haven't been, to recognize Chaplain Treftz. Chief, if you would, please come up. We have an award, and although we're not going to read the details of the citation, and although the time period encompasses even pre-pandemic, we wanted to recognize you and the entire chaplain team, if you would, Chief, read the names there, for all your support of the families and the team as a whole at the fighter wing, and most especially pre-pandemic, but now during this pandemic.
Thank you, sir.
So this award is awarded on behalf of the Adjutant General Gregory Knight to the following individuals: Staff Sergeant Ryan Breyer, Major Esther Lee, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Meadis, Senior Airman Dylan Nutt, Captain Wilson Treftz, and Master Sergeant Lucas Zitterkoff. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, Chief. Well, on behalf of the entire chaplain's office, thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Chief.
You got it, sir.
And we thought it was fitting and appropriate to showcase and thank our chaplain and the team here as we continue to navigate these challenging times together, because together is how we have gotten through this, and together is how we're going to continue to get through this.
On behalf of the entire chaplain's office, we're honored to serve our Green Mountain Boys and their families. Lately, the chaplain team has been receiving a great deal of inquiries about how we serve our airmen and families, and what does 100% confidentiality really mean? The military, since the time of General George Washington, designed and utilized chaplains as the personnel the troops can turn to for guidance, support, encouragement, and care, no matter what. Your chaplain team is here to serve both airmen and dependents 24/7, on or off base, regardless of faith background or no faith affiliation. Your chaplain team is here for all. In short, we offer light in dark times across the array of challenges our airmen and families face. Often this looks like crisis support, navigation of stress and anxiety, grief processing, marriage counseling, spiritual guidance, or simply just a compassionate listening ear. When it comes to chaplain confidentiality, chaplains and chaplain assistants are not mandated reporters of anything. There is nothing your chaplains must report or up-channel, according to AFI 52-101, Chapter 5. 100% of your private conversation with any chaplain is kept confidential. There are no exceptions to this law. Life can sometimes get heavy. If you're feeling this weight, We would love to walk with you and help carry that burden. You were never alone. You were valued, you were cared for, and you were loved.
As all of you already know by now, December and January are going to be virtual drills. And now, even though it is a virtual drill, which we've come accustomed to the term virtual drill, there are still many ways that we can connect with each other and with your supervisor. As I've said before, there's some missions that frankly require our airmen to actually be on base this drill. We're trying to limit that, but if you are one of those airmen supporting one of those critical state or federal missions, it's imperative that you still abide by all the CDC and state of Vermont guidelines, which you can find on the app, because as you know, these next 4, 6, 8, 10 weeks are critical for our organization, for the community, for the state, and our nation as a whole. Even though you may not be physically present on base this weekend, know that you can still reach out to services like force support, finance, the wellness team, including family readiness, the chaplains, and the DPH. All of these resources are actively working to enhance their accessibility, especially during this challenging time. Finally, to all of our airmen out there, please continue to wear your mask, especially when you're unable to stay farther than 6 feet away from people outside your household. Continue your adherence to strict hygiene, washing your hands, and cleaning your work surfaces routinely. Lastly, please keep up the great work. Know that as your wing commander, I'm extremely proud of you. I know it's not easy to excel during times like this, but your resiliency and adaptability is inspiring. As I said at the beginning, you are hope for many, and you epitomize who we are and what we do as Green Mountain Boys.
It's times like these when our airmen, as you mentioned, truly do their best work. It is also equally important to remember during these holiday times to excel with serving one another. This is going to be a different kind of Christmas and holiday season than we've ever seen in our country or state before. So please remember to check in with one another routinely, not only during this drill, but especially through the duration of this winter season. Thank you for all that you do.
It is you, our airmen and families, who continue to make this unit a premier fighter wing. And we are so extremely proud of you and grateful for you. I was reviewing our VTANG mission, and I want to read it here for you and put it in context of what you are doing. Our mission is to provide the nation and state a ready force, skilled in the execution of a broad spectrum of global and domestic operations. When you think about that, that's exactly what you're doing right now. You are living that mission and doing a lot. And I know it takes its toll and it comes at a cost. So just like as we emphasized during the RTP, please don't be afraid to reach out. You don't do this alone. We all do it together. And I'll end as I started. You are hope. You are the driving force, the force that inspires action and the relentless pursuit to make a difference. Know that you absolutely are making a difference. Thank you. And we wish you and your families a healthy and safe holiday season.